Now available on Tata Sky channel number 526.
Straight up, citizens can now hope to breathe easy. The centre has cracked the whip on builders polluting cities with construction waste and dust. In a first-of-its-kind initiative, the Environment Ministry has come up with a set of rules and guidelines for managing the waste and dust that arises out of building construction, which is a major source of pollution in big cities in the country. The Environment Minister has also proposed plans for better management of the waste to recover, recycle and reuse the construction waste.
Every large generator of the building or the large building plan, the permission of construction of building will be given only when he presents his full C&D waste disposal management plan. If the generator is generating more waste and if the collection is done by the municipal authorities, the collection and taking it to the recycling unit, then it will charge the builder or the construction or the contractor, whoever is building, for the services rendered. Then the cities, million plus cities will have to come out with at least one recycling plant in next 18 months. The cities between 5 and 10 lakhs, above 5 lakh and below 10 lakh will have to come out with a new recycling plant in 2 years. And we are sure that as the business opportunity grows, there will be private enterprises also coming into these waste management recycling plants, and there can be PPPs and there can be public activities also.
In fact, my colleague Deepa Rana was at that press conference which was addressed by Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar, and she gets us this report with all the key highlights. Listen in.
A major push has been given to monitor and in fact to control the rising air pollution levels in Delhi which are caused due to construction waste. Now this time it is the Environment Ministry which has come up with a new set of guidelines, including that now the developers will have to submit a waste management plan along with the building plan in order to get a green signal to actually start construction on their projects. Now failing which, if a developer fails to deliver or to submit a waste management plan, he may not get permission to actually start construction on their projects. This is a very novel step which the Environment Ministry has come up with, and in fact the Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar today in a press conference announced that they are trying to lessen the pollution levels in Delhi which are caused due to infrastructure and construction waste by using the recycling and recovering and reusing these materials to actually build roads and pipelines, etc. Also, they are trying to monitor all of these waste which are either thrown in drains or riverbeds and all. In fact, a large part of the waste is thrown in open spaces as well. Now, this time it is about 20% of pollution which is caused in the metro cities like Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, etc. 20% of pollutants are due to the construction waste and due to the infrastructure waste which is caused. Also, a large amount of waste causes air pollution levels in Delhi. Now, this is a welcome step by the Environment Ministry, but it remains to be seen how they are going to implement these guidelines.
So, what kind of an impact will this have on the real estate sector? To get us that perspective, we are being joined by Naveen Raheja, Chairman and Managing Director at Raheja Developers, and he joins us live on the phone line. Naveen, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on the Property News and Magic Bricks. Now, tell us, now the builders have to come up with a waste disposal plan. How do you see this impacting the ease of doing business in the country?
See, I think I cannot compliment more than, to the Environment Ministry it should have been done much, much earlier. You look into the roads, roadsides, highways, lot of building materials are thrown and our environment is destroyed. At the same time, this same waste material can be used for construction of roads within the complexes, for soil strengthening, for a lot of other things, which can be done provided we are sensitive and compassionate to this kind of environmental protection while we carry on the construction. I think it's a great step, great step which the government has taken, and we must all be responsible that we cannot damage, destroy or deface our cities by throwing construction materials outside on the roads. So I personally think it may have little cost impact. It should be part of the environmental clearance, and it should be waste management actually should get one chapter or one part of the document which we submit, in this, and it's a great step. I will say it is good for the country, good for society, good for environment, good for developers also, because the same thing can substitute other things, many other materials which we buy.
Mr. Raja, that's what I wanted to check with you. What kind of an impact, will this have on the property market per se? Do you see this affecting property prices?
I don't think so because here, there are, if you look on the roadside, construction waste which are lying, they are generally in the form of, brickbats, cement and steel mix, cement and these sand mixtures, which have been peeled off or taken out. So all these things are there already, and these materials are all recyclable and usable within the complexes. It is only that we, our contractors and our developers and our architects, are not sensitive to this. I don't think this will rather save cost than to add cost.
All right, it's a complete thumbs up coming in from Naveen Raheja of Raheja Developers. Thank you so much for taking time out to be with us over here and giving us that builder's perspective on this big story.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.